What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to be jumping into some more PvE action, and we're going to be doing some boss fights, and we're going to be testing the main part of this, Mystic Fairy Freya. Because last time I said I would do it on the next one, so we're going to do one attack showing it without Mystic Fairy Freya, the other one with, because there's mainly her main passive here that is the big deal. At the end of each round, increases the damage dealt by self to poison targets by 10%. Meanwhile, increases self attack 12% and speed by 15%. Now, you're like, but Barry, you're not using Mystic Fairy Freya as a damage dealer. Well, when you come and look at this last sublimation at 3 layers, grants 33% of its effect to all allies. Yeah, 33%. I mean, it's still better than nothing. It is a percentage damage buff. It's also attack. There are some other things she does provide for our team here as well. So let's jump right into it. I think I already have the formations completely set up. We have the normal PvE boss with the double Rogan style setup with the wolf and yours right there. And then we have the poison version. Just double checking everything looks correct, right? I guess one thing we could do is change this over here to crit damage and change this to like holy damage. Skill damage? Yeah, we'll go skill damage. Everybody has the demon bells, right? Demon bells across the board. Everything is full offensive. We can save that, and we have the snake monster set and ready to go. So we already did 2 hits with just our auto battler, of course. The first one, though, we're going to go in with the normal lineup. Let's see how this performs. It is Sigmund again, so we are going to go in, and we're going to leave the Sword Flash in slot 1 because, as you guys remember, slot 1 ended up being more damage. This is weird. Why is it not the front target that is the defense down? That's the first time I've seen that happen. I wonder if it has something to do with like Mystic Fairy. No, she's not even in the combat. I wonder why. Is it random, I guess? And we just always get the slot front position? I don't know. That's very, very interesting. We'll let this combo go. We'll even speed it up just a little bit here to see how the flow goes, but there's really nothing we need to purify, so the fact that we have shared fate, right? Yeah, shared fate on everybody. Wait, no. Shared fate, the E2 or E3. Man, it's been so long since we even talked about the different enables and everything. You know what I mean. The one that increases the attack every round. Seems to be pretty solid. She is getting hit, so she is doing more counterattacks, which is important because her counterattacks are ridiculous, especially when they hit the entire group of enemies. All right, so yeah, I don't know why, it just feels so off and it feels so weird to be hitting the bottom Sigmund. I don't know why, it just feels so awkward. The damage is looking good. The energy feed is working perfectly fine. No issues there. It's really just the first round where you don't get that active off. Looking pretty smooth. There's that nice active hitting everybody. Love that. Should get, what, 2 more wolf actives, I believe. There is still some RNG in these types of attempts where the wolf hits, because you have 6 allies. It only gives the buff to 4 of them, and if you don't hit the sword flash every single time, you will definitely see a difference in damage. So it looks like we're going to line up for around 15 wolf or 14 to 15 wolf active, I believe, right? At least it should be that way. Yeah, definitely, because end of round 13 here is good. She has no extra layers of her dodge, which is perfect. We'll have the wolf active. Let's see how this turns out. All right, sword flash. Big active for the last round. That's gonna be a nice little added bonus, I'd have to say. She does have a dodge left as well, so we'll see. It's not like a ton of damage, but it's definitely significant. 12.7, so a little bit lower than previously. Chances are she might not have gotten buffed with that wolf, but let's do a straight up comparison. 12.7, we're going to go in, we're going to do this second battle here, and we're going to change this over to the poison setup. Now, I believe everything looks right? We've got the Sword Flash. We got you. We have the Freya. Man, I mean, Queen still needs to be there because of the damage buff that she provides. Going down to 1 Rogan seems right. Fingers crossed everybody has those demon bells. Please tell me we got everything set up right. Unless it's just graphical issues. I think we're good. And so now we're going to have poison and bleed on the target, which isn't a big deal. Really, though, we need to make sure they're poisoned because that's where we're going to get our buff. All right, and we are using the snake, which there is a trade-off. The snake does give more skill damage, I believe, correct? And the wolf gives armor break, but in this situation, we really don't need armor break because we have that defense down from the Drake right here on the bottom, that broken shield. So the snake might turn out to be a better option. I do like it. It's very different. We don't use poison that often on our account. So when we do use it, it is kind of cool. Damage is looking good. Hopefully we're just getting that buff, that stacking damage versus poisoned enemies buff on our Sword Flash. And there's actually a lot of end of round dot ticking. They're not like very significant, honestly, but they are interesting. Granted, we're never going to see an amazing dot dealer like Ithaca again, I feel like. If we did, it would have been someone like Freya or something like that, but it is what it is. It's looking good. We are definitely getting more buffs, which is good. The next question is, will we just be better off replacing like Freya instead with a Vesa and just leave Vesa with a Demon Bell? That way we still have the energy feed setup going on. I don't know. If we had another attempt, I'd actually give it a try. We'll do that tomorrow, I think. We'll compare it to using like, or we can compare it with a Vesa, both Vesa and Sword Flash with an Antlers Cane. And only 4 heroes with Splendid Demon Bells to see how that energy feeding chain would actually work. For some reason, it does feel like our buff... No, never mind. We get the buff on 12, right? Yeah, 12, and then we get it on 14. Every 2 rounds, right? Yeah, because that'll... Yeah. End of round 14, we'll get 1 more snake active. That's the one other advantage of running Splendid Demon Bells, is because you're using energy, you're getting a lot more actives, like 1 more extra active from your monster, which is pretty significant. All right, let's see this in action. All right, last round here. Is it a big active? No, not necessarily. A lot of good hits. You guys think it's gonna be more or less? It was what, 12.7 trillion? See the final result here. We get 1 last counterattack in. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is exactly why I wanted to show off the use of Freya here. Freya is a big buffer, more than double our damage because of those sublimations. So yeah, that is the power of adding a Freya to your lineup, and that's why a lot of people do just that. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Tomorrow we'll test it, adding in like a Vesa too. Just see how it works out, and I'll see you guys next time.